Hi everyone, it's me, Mr. James calling, and I'm here with my friend from Hanoi, Vietnam. His name's Lam, and he's reacting.
Hey everybody.
He's going to react to Hungary. So I'm interested to see what his observations are, and we're going to play it on my phone because stupid me, I didn't download it. As an APÁM, and it's by Pápai Joci. Now, Pápai Joci has represented Hungary in 2017. So he's already competed, and so this is his second time.
Oh, cool, the veteran.
Yeah, so let's check it out.
Cool.
Lem's gonna react in 1, 2, 3, go.
Directed by Jimmy Hollywood.
I wonder if that's his name.
Yeah.
His real name.
Oh, nice melody. The boy in the outfit reminds me of the movie The Revenant.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. What are you thinking of the song?
Nice one. I couldn't figure out the style of the song, but I love it. A little bit country as well, I think. Because I always love the guitar, and I think he's rocking it well. And he has a very warm voice. Despite his appearance, he looks rough and wearing biker jacket and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to understand what it means. Like maybe the boy joining civilization. Like coming from the forest and all the way to the city. Oh. Here we go. Oh, very nice. I love this part. Calling Batman.
Yes, that's it.
Ooh.
What do you think about Hungary?
It makes me very curious to figure out what's behind, like what it actually means, what Mr. Jimmy Hollywood actually wanted to say. But yeah, he has a very nice voice, and he looks, how to say, experienced. Not just because this is his second time, but I think he's a bit older than other contestants. So yeah, the way he sings actually sounds very experienced, and it's very emotional. That's what I like from him. Even his facial expressions in the video, it looks very emotional. So yeah, I can actually feel something. But yeah, it's kind of I think the way the video was made, kind of artistic. So I think I need a bit of background to actually understand what it means. But yeah, for now, that's my favorite. Yeah.
Oh, that's your favorite. Your decision might change as we go through, so it'll be interesting to see how your results are at the end, which I'm sure all the viewers are excited to see.
I'm here with Elise Turner. Hello. And she's going to talk about her take on Hungary's entry. Just a little thing for you to know, this guy has sung for Hungary in 2017. So this is his second time at Eurovision.
So he's got a repeat.
Yeah. So he got the bug, obviously. So
he just fell in love at first sight. Yeah. They asked him to come once. He's like, why are you only asking once? Invite me again. And they ignored him, obviously, for 2018. And then he kept sliding into their DMs like, come on, mate, I need my fix. I need my Eurovision, like, give it to me. I need that.
Tell me about the song from your take.
Okay. So we got one which is cutting right on the 3-minute mark. Good on them, you know. They know how to stick to a deadline. 3 minutes it is. 3 minutes we got. We're going to use every single second and make it count. Another male vocal, but what's interesting here is that we don't have English in this one. No English at all whatsoever. It is a fully Hungarian song, so you better get ready to dance to that Hungarian beat and that Hungarian vibe, because you know what? That's all you're going to get, and that's okay. That is not a bad thing. It's good to have that diversity in your life. In terms of vocal range, my goodness, can I have it? Because this is over 2 octaves wide. You're looking at an A2 to a G4, so that's I think it's just under 2 octaves. It's like 1 note off 2 octaves. But I can't do that. I just want his vocal range. Is that allowed? Can I steal it? That's why they've asked him back, clearly. He just has the range for days. It's like Celine Dion or something. Actually, hers is bigger. Anyway, we have another minor key. We're in D minor for this song, so get that beat going. We got that happening. D minor, another sort of broody sort of sound. 4/4 time signature, but we're slowing it down. We're at 96 beats per minute, so it's much broodier in terms of speed, in terms of tempo. We're going to have that little broody vibe. 5 chords for this song. You're looking at your mains 1, 4, 5, and then you've got number 6 and 7. If that means anything to any of you, you know, you could probably figure out what the chords are from that and learn it yourself. I want to see the covers. If you're making a cover based on that comment, if you make a cover, link it in the description, not the description, link it in the comments. You don't have access to the description. I know how to YouTube.
Give this video a like if you get what she's saying with the numbers, okay?
Absolutely, because if you do, you're clearly part of the coolest crowd ever, aka music nerds. So yeah, one of the things that I did make a note about in terms of the chords is I really liked how they sort of followed the melody. So you've only got 5 chords, but they're doing different inversions, they're moving here and there, so that you can sort of, if you were playing it back on the piano, you've got that melody happening in your chord line as well. So that was pretty cool, and it would make it really easy to make a cover if you are thinking of that. It's very viable, guys, especially if you're a pianist. I'm not much of a guitarist, so I can't comment on that as much, but there is real potential there for your covers. Bring it out. Let's see what you got. Get this stuff happening. Make it fire. Yeah. I make stupid comments. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's great.
All right. So our instruments, we got out of classic vocals. Wonderful. We got some more acoustic guitar, which, you know, I think that works with the slower tempo, the 96 BPM. That's a nice brooding thing to go with it. You got some bass, love some bass, and then you got some keyboard / synth sounds. So it's probably played on a keyboard, but it sounds a little bit spacey or a little bit different. So, you know, that works. Nice to have that addition to this sort of acoustic guitar vibe that we start off with. We got some drums. Classic. Got to have a nice song. Well, you don't have to have drums, but drums can really bring a song together. But then we've also got some synth clap clicks happening here and there. That's kind of cool. A little bit different, changes it up from your traditional drum kit. And then we have some male vocal harmonies. So we're sticking to an all-male vocal sort of vibe for this one, but it works. It's a nice little balance. Oh, it's always a nice balance to have harmonies though, isn't it? Sucker for harmonies. They're the best. Just, you know, harmonize to everything.
I always sing in like a third harmony. I feel like I can do it for any song.
Classic. Wait, we can't. I was going to say we should sing something, but I'm like, no, there's too much internet delay. We keep breaking up.
That would be so awkward. We'll do it
I tried.
Like we'll both be singing, and then by the end, like we'll be 2 bars away or something.
It'll be hilarious. No intro. We're going straight into verse 1 for 16 bars. Then we got another chorus. Well, not another chorus. We got our first chorus, 11 bars. That's weird. 11 bars is a bit odd. Usually you tend to have your phrases or your sections in even numbers because then it breaks up easier across the whole board. But they've got a 16-bar verse and then 11-bar chorus. So I thought that was a bit weird. But all right, let's see where that goes. We're followed by an instrumental for 8 bars. That's a long instrumental. it's something which, you know.
Instrumentals as well from last time.
Okay, cool. But like with a Eurovision song, like it's like, do you really? You've got time to do whatever you want, honestly. But do you want to be spending so much time on an instrumental? Because this isn't the first instrumental in this piece, so we'll come back to that. So after our instrumental, we've got another verse that's half the length of the first one. It is 8 bars. Another 11-bar chorus, which, you know, it works. You got that like little pausey bit. The reason the 11-bar chorus works is because it's got that 1 bar of suspense before it comes back into the verse again. So, you know, cool. If it's going to be 11, they're using the 11 really well. So I'm glad about that. But then to end off, you've got 2 instrumentals. So you got your verse 2, you got your chorus, and then you just got 2 more instrumentals. And I thought that was really odd. Instead of ending with like a big like chorus or a big sort of message, you're just like, no, we're gonna just jam, which is fine. But I just thought it was so unusual compared to the other songs that have been in Eurovision that we've looked at so far. So yeah, that's our structure.
Yeah, I think with the long instrumentals, I feel like it's wasted time, really.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of time as it is.
If you have a 5-minute song, go for your life. Instrumental that up, because 5 minutes is a long time and it gives you a lot more like room to play with. But this one, you know, you're right on 3 minutes, and we're just gonna accentuate the instrumentals over the vocals and over the message. Now, I haven't Google translated this song. I am guilty of that, so I'm going to do that real quick.
You translated it?
I haven't yet. No, I Google translate most of them, but I forgot to do one. What's it about? Do you know?
No, I kind of just go on interpretation when they don't sing in English.
Well, I'm going to Google Translate it. We're going to learn this together. Translate.google.com.
His last song also focused on a child, a young boy, who is kind of, from what I'm getting with that combined with the music video, I get it. Maybe he's singing about his own childhood, but it seems like there's a child that's a bit underprivileged. And he is. That's 100. It's so sweet. Like, obviously, translations are a bit different, but the first line, translated, reads to, "My father grew up like the wind. He blew softly, told him." And, like, that's just really poetic, even for Google Translate. And, like, they butcher the translations, but that's still really poetic. And, like, it's such a sweet sort of translation. It's like, oh my goodness, this memory of my father is, like, great. And it's the old days, it's beautiful days, it's on point. That's a really cool thing. I'm glad I did that. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So the last 2 lines too. "The wind whistled sleeping pills. Let my dream be beautiful."
Wow, that's deep.
That's so deep and so poetic, and it came through in the translation.
Yeah.
So, props to that. It's a sweet song. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad we did that.
Yeah. And so I'm just curious, how did you feel about this song? Like, just how did you like it? Because like we said, it's brooding. I feel like it's rather unique. For me, I feel like this song has been such a grower. I kind of discarded it the first time I heard it, and now I feel bad that I did, because I keep hearing really new great stuff, and I still don't know if it would transfer through to Eurovision, but I'm curious what you think.
See, I don't mind it, but I don't know. Maybe I've also dismissed it subconsciously. Perhaps it's because of the language barrier, in which case I don't want it to be, because that's such a terrible reason to dismiss a song. But like it's a bit slower, and I'm not as much into the slower songs. Like, it's so that plus the inclusion of so many instrumentals, like, that just makes it a really hard sell for me. Like, it's a cool song, and then the music video, like, that you start off a music video with a fire. Yes, love fire. Pyromaniac comes out, and like, you got that really nice like visuals between the older version of himself and the younger version of himself, but I don't know. It didn't stand out too much other than that. Like, the things that stood out were more things that I thought were weird, like the instrumentals, rather than the things which I thought were good. And so that makes it hard, because it's a good song, but it's not my song. if that makes sense.
What do you think about it ending on the na 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 part?
Nah. Na 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 na.
Na 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 na.
Na 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 na. Why are you wasting your time on Nas? Na 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 na. Get out.
So I'm here with Stuart Wilders talking about Hungary, Joci Pápai. I can't remember the name of the song, but you know it.
Mitchell, there's not a lot to say here, but we'll give it a try.
Okay. So all I remember with this one is that there were so many heats in the Hungary, and then they had a national selection, all that kind of thing. Anyway, he's back again. Stuart, what do you think of this song?
So as an APÁM, sung by Joci Pápai. Joci Pápai represented Hungary in 2017. He came 8th. He's back again. Personally, I would have selected the Middletons and Roses. I think Hungary could have won with that. This is a beautiful ballad sang in a similar style to Joci Pápai from 2 years ago. It's perhaps not as good, but I would expect Hungary to still have a decent placing with the song. He's excellent. He's got great vocals, he's got great stage presence, but it's everything you'd expect from a Joci Pápai type song.
Thanks, everyone, for watching, and thanks for the team. Be sure to subscribe to see all the other future videos and reviews. And thanks very much for watching. Bonsoir Europe, and goodbye.